excellent video. I'm coming raw feed again. Raw feed again. Yeah, I've having issues with my editor right now, so bear with me. Trust me, my videos will get better by the end of the year. I promise. It's just right now it's really annoying me because when I go to trim, it's going, oh, you mean get rid of the other half of the video that you just said you wanted to keep. No, I want to get rid of the part that's my blooper, because I don't want to end up making this an entire big blooper reel. What fun would that be? Anyways, this is part 2 to the video. I tried uploading yesterday. Bear with me if it didn't upload properly. Try to get on that today. Anyways, yeah, welcome to the next video, the part 2 of my New Year's Eve. So when I left off that story, I pretty much skipped the first part of the day. I skipped that for a good reason, because there was nothing special, important, funny, dumb that happened then. I spent New Year's Eve, the first half of the day, in a hospital. It wasn't me in the hospital personally, it was my mother, and it just went from there. And once again, I'm sorry for the hair. My hair just decided to poof up. You can see my gray hair. It's not fun at all. So, now, where I left off was the movie premiere. Premiere. Yeah, it wasn't a premiere. Sorry about that. I know I paused the video partway through, so you're going to say, I thought you said you couldn't edit. That's because there's a pause button on my camera. I'm trying to use that the best I can before I spill something out of my mouth that sounds retarded. In other words, so bear with me again. Anyways, I left off after the entire thing about going to Star Wars. About the 750, 650 mess up. Well, after that, we come back to the house here, and then I'm told I got a phone call while I was gone. So I went and I checked to see what the phone call was. So it turns out my uncle had invited me to his house. So what I did, and everybody was against me, is I took 20 minutes, I walked straight to his house. The temperature was negative 21 Celsius. I do not know what that is Fahrenheit. Bear with me once again, as I'm trying to do this in intervals so that it's not lingering on and I'm not carrying on about stuff nobody cares about. So, from there, I walked to his house. All they said is they were watching a movie and they were playing board games. I got there. The door was locked. I knock on the door the first time. Nobody. 2 minutes later, I went, maybe they didn't hear me. Nobody again. So, I go, and then finally I go on the door. Finally, somebody comes to the door, and it was my aunt. She opens the door and says, oh, hi, everybody's downstairs, and I didn't hear you when I came upstairs. So then, I finally go downstairs, and this movie that turned out that they were watching was a Christian video on YouTube. I would send a link down in the description below, but I don't know what it's called. I didn't ask. I just sat there, watched. That was it. Then afterwards, we started talking for about 2 hours, 3 hours, and they made everybody pray for everybody in the room. So we did that within the entire 3 hour talking frame. Then from there, I started walking back. It took me another 20 minutes to get back to the house. Now, at this point, 2017 had already hit. So, it's 2 a.m. in the morning. You see some frickin' fat guy running down the road. What would you do? Everybody turns off their lights. Not a word. Only the huffing and puffing of the fat guy going. That was me. Because I decided I didn't want to push the walk sign. So I sprinted down the road just to get to the other side. And I'm not sounding dramatic here, but it was a lot more than the normal standard 100 feet interval. No, I ran more like 300 feet. And that's when the puffing started coming in. So I'm trying to cool myself down while walking back to the house. This running happened beforehand when I was back on my way going there. And that is the 2017 story. There wasn't much that happened by the time I got back, because I opened the door, had water, went to bed. But, I do have a interesting thing to talk about today, and anyways, I'm going to reverse back to a point that I had said in the video yesterday about being a nice guy and texting back every day. Yeah, that was completely phony. Yeah. Pretty much, do not text a person every day, because it does get a little annoying. I had it happen to me before, and I don't know why I decided to try it. It's one of the points in life where you're like, hey, I'll give it a shot. It didn't work for that person, maybe it'll work for me. Yeah, well, that didn't happen, so I'm just going to clarify that video, when I said that, is a little bit off to the funny side, so I don't know why I said it. It absolutely had nothing to do with the story. I mentioned it, but that was a lie. I know I was getting annoying at that point, so I'm just gonna stick with that part, that I was being a little bit annoying. That person may beg to differ and say, you were really annoying. So I'm just gonna trim the fat right there and just like cut it instead of walking around it like I had said it. And if you wonder why I'm touching my face, it is because I have to shave and I don't want to, but society forces me to anyways. And as you can see, if you look through my glasses, you can see I'm using my laptop this time, not a phone, so my video is actually going to not be cut off down the center. Because whenever you see me, it's usually cut off right about there. I have finally figured out how to get the camera working on my computer, so I am happy about that. Part I am not happy about is straining my leg. It really hurts. I put pressure on it earlier after I got away from the vehicle. I was stepping out of the vehicle, and I happened to pinch a nerve getting out of the vehicle. My leg hurts right up in the thigh area. And no, I'm not showing you my thigh area, but I will actually take this time to talk about something else. For those of you who do not know me very well, you should know that I do have varicose veins. They are extremely frickin' ugly, and that's the reason why I try my best not to wear shorts in public unless I'm going to like a pool or Tabor Lake. Then I will definitely wear shorts. But other than that, as a rule, I will not wear shorts. My jeans that I used to wear each and every day of high school, I had an entire thing of jeans that I would just wear designated for high school. I can't even wear those because my leg is puffed up with a ball about this big. There's a ball that big, and then one on the back of my leg about that big. It sucks. The only time it hurts is when I get a Charlie horse. And usually when I get a Charlie horse, it's because I'm not eating healthy. This past year, I've pretty much ate at least 2 meals a day out of the recommended 3. I've been healthy within this time. I have a lot of people saying, oh, you're overweight, you need to cut down on your food intake. Well, that's not the case. I've only ate 2 meals a day for 300 days of last year. And we all know how many days is in a year, and we know it wasn't a leap year. So you already know how much that is. How many days did I skip a third meal of the day? 300 days of that year. And I can say that in all honesty, that is how much I've skipped. But straight back to this, I went and I seen a doctor last month or the month before. I believe it was November. Can't really give a date on that one. But what I was told is I have to go and exercise more. So, meanwhile, I'm pushing around a wheelchair each and every day. I don't like it, but it's giving me exercise. But what she said is I need to be doing sport. And this is exactly what she said. Now, I'm not against this entire thing. Trust me. If I had a choice, I'd be out there playing hockey right about now. But I do not have a choice in this entire thing. The fact of the matter is I am frickin' broke and poor. I cannot even afford to go to drop-in hockey, which sucks. Living in Canada, loving the sport, wanting to play it, but you know you can't. And I know this is how a lot of kids feel when they're younger. I'm putting my hand down here because that's about how tall they are, minus the fact that I'm sitting right now. If I was standing, I'm pretty much saying they're 5 feet tall. I think they're a little more than a kid by the time they hit 5 feet. But then again, there was me when I was in kindergarten. I was already 4 feet tall, I think it was. So you can imagine how awkward I was being the tallest kid there. And then going to elementary school, I had 3 other kids that were tall. So it was like a mini competition between me and 3 other people's kids of who was the tallest. Now I'm going to skip back to this leg of mine. I was told that, and I was told if I also start getting Charlie horses again, if I'm unhealthy, that I should take either potassium or a multivite. Well, I've been healthy, and I haven't had any since a couple years ago. So, I'm just writing off on that one, and I'm hoping it is okay for now. And what I just did is I just threw my phone on the bed because I have no idea why. I don't know. I just happened to do it. It's so funny. I don't know. But, once again, I'm going to end this video soon. And I just want to say, if you haven't heard anything comedic that I've ever done, I'd suggest going to the Vine website and or finding me on Twitter. It is the best way to find me is on Twitter at Badbones the Legend, THLEGND. And by the way, when I said Badbones, that doesn't end with an S, it ends with a Z. So I just want to clarify that one. If you actually go and try mining for these videos, I have done some comedy on Vine, but as I stated in my last Vine, that I am not doing that anymore. I'm switching over to YouTube fully. and trying to do a video each and every day and keep you guys entertained. But anyways, now that that's all said and done, I'll try and put a link in the description. If I cannot do that, later on what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a banner up. It's going to have my Facebook, it's going to have my Twitter. I don't do much with Instagram per se, so I might or might not include that. But on one final note before I leave, I do have a gaming channel on YouTube right now under the Twitter name, but it has my last name at the very end of it. I explained in the very first video of that why that happened. It's a very poorly done video, and I'm sorry about that, but I've really got to end this video soon here because I don't want to spend another 2 hours trying to re-upload and then re-download everything because it's so annoying to try and do this. But anyways, I do have that channel. Right now, all the videos that are on there are strictly my game captures from my Xbox One. And my Twitch account, once again, is under Bad Bones the Legend. I'm trying to stream on a weekly basis right now. I'm trying that, but right now I've just got to wait until the halfway point of this month. So anywhere from the 18th up, I will start streaming once a week. The last time I streamed on there, I did an entire thing on the original Watch Dogs, which, honestly, I had never actually completed until that Twitch stream. So, anyways, I'm going to end this video right here. I hope you are having a fantastic 20 scene. Yay! 20 scene! 20. I hope you're having a fantastic 2017. And if you're not, I hope it gets brighter for you. And if I have to, I will make eggs and waffles if you want me to. But probably I'd end up eating them before they got to you because they'd probably be bad. Anyways, hope you are having a good year, and I hope to catch you all next time in the next video. Peace.